Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome to moving the microphone stand a little bit closer to the face, as it were. Very good boss, by the way. Anyways, what are we doing? We're gonna be playing the last Ico episode for a while. The reason? I don't know. We're just playing Ico. It's a question that does not have an answer, definitely. Anyways, what are we doing? We'll do a little... We'll do the classic. We'll do the absolute classic. Harbinger of Doom, Medical History, Kathako Tarasu. We are on Timeline B, so I guess it's not the classic, because we were doing the Medical History Kathak runs back in Timeline A days, but you know, it is what it is. So, Light Source, Second, Mystery, Knowledge, Charisma, Dexterity, and Takashi, potentially. So, we've got the right side and the bottom left. So we don't have to worry about our strength. We do have to worry about our knowledge and our charisma. So this might be a certified heavy-duty flashlight run, because it can work. It can definitely work. We'll see what mysteries we have before we get to, before we decide. But really, you just gotta remember your second mystery, which is very easy. And that was a light source, right? I kind of blanked there for a second. Yeah, that was a light source. Okay, so I think heavy-duty flashlight would be really nice. What we'll end up doing is I think, I would really like a compass, so we'll probably just do compass vending machine. I do like the police station for generating money, but, alas, I don't think that, I don't think that, we're probably just going to buy a compass and, a weapon, so we should be able to obtain, especially with a free starter item. We're gonna actually think about that for a second. We're gonna think about whether or not we want to grab the money here, because we could get 2 funds. Then does that save us a curse? Let's walk it through, okay? We get 2 funds from Jar of Blood. We sell the empty bottle. We're at 3. We can buy something. Then we would sell the bandage, and then we can buy another thing. So if we wanted to buy compass, heavy-duty flashlight, that's how we would handle that. We would probably buy compass first. And now that I'm thinking about it, what's better? Is it better to get running shoes for 10% Doom, or is it better to just run away? I think it's probably, you're better to just run away twice. I don't know the math on it, though. But we'll just, so we're not going to take the money. We're going to save the money. We're going to save the money. Officially, we're going to save the money. That is my answer. And we will, just because it saves us a curse in the long run, it saves us a curse, which I think is quite nice. We'll get the compass first, run away from any encounters that we can't kick to death pretty reliably. I mean, we could get a brick and use that if we really had to. I suppose it depends. If we see peculiar painting, are we gonna go for it? I don't know. Well, we didn't see peculiar painting, so we don't have to worry about it. Pathing is gonna be pretty straightforward here. I think probably it's botany into violent vigil. Or perhaps Wordless Ward, depending if the hospital is safe or not. We could do it early, I'm not entirely sure. But listen, I found a couple of bangers as far as games go recently. I didn't play Final Fantasy XIV today, that's a first. But I played Sunny Place and I played Vampire Survivor. Both are very good games. I played them both for about an hour, and both are really fun. And actually, I was thinking about, I think I talked about this on the podcast, but I was thinking about how to, turn games into content, if that makes sense, right? Because what you're watching right now is a very niche form of content that, admittedly, I like it, but if you want to constantly sort of change what you're doing... Do we want to get cursed immediately so that we can get the compass on, Investigation 1? Yeah, I think that's alright. Also, it saves us our, either or, bandage or a bottle of water. We're gonna go with, we're gonna delete our bandage. Now, of course, we're not guaranteed. The dog doesn't owe us any compass, but we got there in the end. But, I've been interested in taking sort of like a game and making it into its own content, if that makes sense. Because what you're watching right now, the content, the entertainment value is twofold. It's the gameplay and the commentary. But the thing is, it might be fun to do something a little bit more extravagant, if that makes sense. It might be more fun to try something a little bit more intricate, where maybe the entertainment value isn't necessarily... I mean, obviously the commentary and gameplay are still elements. They have to be if you're doing a game, or if you're doing a video about a game. But perhaps they could be something a little bit more interesting. Oh no, we don't get to keep our bottle of water, because we're still getting, either way, we're still getting, whatchamacallit. We will just do nothing, that's fine. Give me a vending machine brick, thank you, thank you. When one brick is near, there's bricks travel in swarms, man. Change my mind. Change my mind. Changing my mind right now. Okay, so we should be fine for a while. And we did take a lot of doom there, but it's completely fine. We got 14 damage sitting in our back pocket. Another bottle of water's pretty nice. But like, the best thing that the best example that I can give is like, it's not a video about me playing a game. It's a video that has a specific theme, and that theme is like followed throughout the entire video, if that makes sense, right? Maybe it doesn't make sense, maybe it does. Maybe it makes sense to some people. But a good example would be like using the game as sort of a environment to make content, right? So I think a good example, I'm trying to think of like a YouTuber doing this as an example, but I'm having a hard time coming up with one, because I don't really watch, because the only kind of content that I watch is like content that is like what you're watching right now, which is a person talking to a camera, right? That's what I personally enjoy, but I want to try other things, of course, you know. Hate to see it. Actually, you don't really mind to see it, honestly. It's not that bad. You do hate to see insomnia, though. But yeah, something that is a little bit different as a treat sounds pretty interesting. And I was like, I've been thinking, like, okay, an example of what I would want to do, and I definitely did talk about this on the podcast tomorrow, but is I would, if the seeds in World of Horror meant anything, I would love to essentially chug, by the way. I would love to... Also, I now realize the wine bottle can kill you. That's kind of funny. But, like, if the seeds, like this thing right here, YBUDI, if that meant anything, like, if that was a functional game mechanic, I would love to run, like, World of Horror races, where it would be like me, Joey, maybe a couple people from the Discord, we would all enter the same seed into the briefcase, and then we would all see, like, and then hopefully it will give us all the same mysteries, and, like, maybe not similar RNG, because, like, I don't know how the RNG is seeded in this game, but it would give you, like, it would give you the same mysteries, basically, and we'd basically agree, like, alright, we're gonna play Kyrie with this backstory on this difficulty, with this seed, so that gives us all the same mysteries on this timeline, and we're gonna see who can beat the game the fastest, right? That would be really entertaining. That would be, in my opinion, great content. I think that would be really fun. But that's something that we can't do unless multiple people are just willing to sit at this freaking screen right here and hit the re-roll mystery button until, like, we all have the exact same mysteries. But here's the thing, even more than that, we'd have to do, like, a gentleman's agreement to not use Tranquilizing Tale of a TV Terror, because it would be on, like, if we had the same seed and the same mystery layout, then it'd be like, okay, instead of doing Akamanto, we could do Twilight TV Terror, sure. But because it's gonna be random and it might be on Ramen instead of Akamanto, it's like, do you really want to re-roll until it's all perfect? No. Like, it would be really fun to do stuff like that. but you can't really do it in the game's current state. Like, you can't do races like that, which kind of suck. I would appreciate if it was something that we could do, but it's not. So yeah, we can do violent visual, because we don't have roads closed yet, so I would rather probably just, like, we don't need, well, no, we literally don't need an empty bottle. It's fine. We don't really need a bottle either. Like, that's fine too. Like, thank you, have a good day. So I had a few ideas. Like, when I was looking at Sunny Place, right? I recommended it on Steam. I recommended it on the Discord server. Like, it's a car game. Like, it's a racing game that it's difficult, right? Like, the car mechanics are very simple. There's, like, you know, besides, like, turning the car, there's, like, only 3 buttons. But there's a lot of depth to how you can move your car and how the physics will react with the car and the propulsion and the gravity. There's all sorts of crazy stuff you can do in the car. Like, I had a thing where I didn't complete the track properly. Like, I missed like 19 gates, but I did end up flying from one end of the track to the other, landing, and then, like, beating the track. Like, 30 seconds, under 30 seconds is 3 stars. I beat the track in, like, 25 seconds by just flying across, because the car has rockets strapped to it, and it's that kind of game, right? It's very cute, very fun. And that game is actually a fully functional multiplayer game where your car has physics with other people's cars. So you can go into one of those tracks, and this happened to me, by the way. I didn't notice somebody else was online. They come into the track with me, and then we both spawn on top of each other, and I just go flying, right? Like, I just go flying off the course. It was really funny. Like, I was thinking that, like, there's some potential there for, like, good content, right? Like, we could get everybody together. We could go down to the basement boxing arena, where you have rocket launchers, and there are rocket jumping tech. There's rocket jumping tech that you can do, and your cars have boxing gloves on them. And then we could see who could, like, stay in the Thunderdome the longest, you know? Something like that. We could have people, like, after, like, an hour of gaming, using the currency that you get through playing the game to buy furniture for their apartments and do, like, an apartment decoration thing, right? Like, there's so many cool things that we could do that... Nice. We can get minus 3% Doom. So we're only gonna get it, like, 3% Doom from this mystery. Like, there's so many cool things that we could do. Like, I, like, automatically thinking, which is Sunny Place, like, there's so many things we could do for, like, cool community events or cool, like, content that would be like, yes, we're using Sunny Place, the game, as sort of an engine for the content, but the core of the video is not Webweaver plays Sunny Place. The core of the video is decorating apartment contest, or, you know, something like the rocket jumping, or the underground boxing ring, you know. Maybe who out of our group can get the fastest time, you know, just to, like, a little friendly competition, literally as a treat. Like, that's it. And that adds, like, fun stakes to the game. Because it's not just haha funny gaming, it's, this is the real shit, you know what I mean? So, they're weak to Sharp, right? They're weak to Sharp. I'm pretty sure they're weak to Sharp. We found this out, like, literally yesterday. But, yeah, no, like, and with Vampire Survivor, like, I can even think, because Vampire Survivor is so similar every time you play it, right? They are weak to Sharp. I'm, like, 99% sure they're weak to Sharp. You love to see it. Like, for Vampire Survivor, right? We could do competitions with that, because the game is, you get the same enemies, you get the same, like, we could say, like, you know, Imelda, is that her name, Imelda? I don't remember her name, but, we could say, like, this character whoever lasts the longest wins, right? Like, there are so many cool things that we could do. Like, you could do, like, friendly competitions in that. And so, it is like Webb and Joey play Vampire Survivor, but there's a twist as, like, who's gonna live the longest, right? Like, something like that, you know? There are things that we could do, even in that game, that we can't do in World of Horror, just because of the nature of World of Horror at the moment. And I'm not saying that, like, the fact that the seeds don't work is a problem for the game. Like, it doesn't affect, like, 99.99% of the people who play, but I'm just saying that there is entertaining World of Horror content that I could make that I can't, because things like the seed doesn't exist, and due to the nature of how, maybe it's because of typos, well, I mean, it's typos one way or another, right? But, like, something says, oh, you get, like, -2 reason, but you actually took -2 stamina, right? Like, you couldn't do, like, because one of the ideas that I had was when I was in the UK and I was watching UK television as the game shows, right? You just want to take the Doom, that's fine, who cares? Of course, now, like, but that's not the problem of taking -5 stamina, that's the problem of what we just had happen there. So we can do, actually, we should still be able to kill him one try, because you're weak to sharp, right? You're weak to sharp? He's not weak to sharp. He's not weak to sharp, everybody. He's not weak to sharp. Hate to see it. So we're just gonna use this knife that we totally have. So we want to go to, for sure, a in-town mystery. And we would like to, I mean, folklore studies would be pretty sick. It would be pretty sick. Why is our dexterity terrible? Okay. We'll get all this stuff taken care of, don't worry about it. We're gonna take folklore studies and we're gonna take knowledge. The reason why we're gonna do that is because we're gonna get a lot of this stuff cured, because we saved a curse. We saved a curse? I don't know where I'm going with that. That was just a simple, misspoken word. Probably do ramen, because it's, like, really short. We could do TV terror. We're probably gonna do TV terror. Depends on how much Doom we have. So first of all, let's go to the nurse, see what happens. I'm pretty sure, like, one of those was a major. Like, is coughing blood major? Not entirely sure, but thank you, nurse. Very cool. Like, I hope the school nurse remains wholesome. Right, like, I hope the school nurse is the only, like, wholesome character in the game. Okay? We need one thing that is not horrible. And don't you dare say the dog merchant. You remember what happened. Is exposed ribs a big deal? No. It's really not. It's completely fine. So what we can do now is we can sell the bottle, we can head on down to the hardware store, and we can lose the game re-rolling so that we can get a weapon that we can actually use. It is what it is, right? But we should be pretty fine. I could use the weapon chart, honestly, if I wanted to. That's a shame. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go to the Google, good old-fashioned Google Drive, not Google Documents for whatever reason. Not Google Documents, even though it is a document. You gotta sign in, of course, and then we gotta go here, and then it will take us to Docs. It will take us to Docs Google, but you have to start in Drive because for some reason it doesn't show up on Drive. So combat multiplier. We're gonna go for a 0.90, and we're just gonna hit enter there, wait for it to update. The heavy-duty flashlight with 7 is expected to do, let me just make sure, because I get kind of confused looking at, it's expected to do 10 damage, that's pretty great. In comparison, the brick is expected to do... actually, it might be expected to do more. That would be a little bit unlucky for us. It's still it's 7 dexterity. So just let me oh. Okay. The brick is expected to do 9 damage, is that correct? Yes, it's expected to do 9 damage. So we got an increase, which is nice. That is money. That is money that exists in our pocket. But we really want to like succeed some stat checks, if that's all right. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we would like to get like a very easy stat check and just well, I guess difficulties don't really exist here, do they? They exist in a previous build of the game, but I mean, we can do 8 damage. Guaranteed, but why would we do that when we can do 6 damage guaranteed? Take 1, we go down to desperation. So here's the thing, she goes down to 16, we can kill her next turn, and by kill her I mean she doesn't canonically die, she just drops a prescription and runs off. So this is the W. A picture of a shoe bill that says the W. And we should be able to level up here. I honestly kind of want to get running shoes, but I think fast swimmer will be fine. We do... You know what? You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm absolutely cracked, but here we are. 2 more curses, huh? Curse signs is not at all gonna bother me. Survivor's guilt does kind of bother me because it's guilt, and I'm gonna feel guilty about that. We cannot cast any spells. I'm schmooving around in real life. I realized that I've been like... You ever get that thing where you're just kind of like sitting in your chair, and then like you realize, hey, like I've moved down an elevation? And then you're like, wait, I'm about to fall out of the chair, right? Like, have you ever had that? Have you ever had that? Oh my god. That's pretty disgusting. Have you ever had that where you're just like, you're literally about to slip off the chair? So here's the thing. I was saying that we don't want to do Akamanto, and we'll probably do Twilight TV Terror, but why though? Like, I still got my brain in the pumpkin patch. Like, why don't we just simply go here and get some bricks? Okay, let's actually progress the mystery first before we spend all of our doom trying to find bricks. I would really appreciate that. Hide in the crowd. Hate to see it. We could totally die here, but let's just not. Like, if it were up to me, I would just simply choose to not die. Thank you, charisma check. Very cool. I mean, we could die again, but if it were me, I would simply choose to not die. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain about this, man. I'm not gonna complain about that at all. That's pretty nice. But don't use it yet. Don't use it yet. Use it if you have to, or otherwise get a free. Get that out of here. You think I'm worried about my exposed rib cage? You fool. You absolute fool. You think I would be so worried as exposed bone? Clearly you don't own an air fryer. I don't know where I'm going with that. I do not know where I'm going with that, man. But what if we were just to simply roll well? No, okay. Okay, so obviously we need to do this. Then we need to go here. We need to get a brick. Then we need to go here and we need to get a brick. Then we need to go here and get another brick. Thank you very much. Okay. Do we have fetid fumes? No, we don't. I will rest once then, as a treat. 91% doom. Worrying ward kinda sucks. Oh my god! Akamanto, don't you dare. Thank you. I mean, he did 5. He did 5 instead of 4. Oh my god, who could it be? The psychopath with a knife running straight at me. Oh my god, who could it be? I'm so confused at who this is. Don't waste bricks. Don't waste bricks. You've guaranteed his demise. Okay, so listen, we need, preferably... I mean, you know, it is what it is. Are we going to lose? Maybe. Don't count me out just... Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna lose. I was like, I'll just use the monument. The gamer has forgotten the mystery. We, where did we throw? We threw somewhere, honestly. Like, it's not that bad. Set the trash can on fire? No, 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 no. Sneak past her. Thank you, thank you. If this place isn't doomed, we cannot let this place become doomed, alright? Like, that's just kind of the pleasure of doing business with you. Okay. Leave this place. And, okay. This should work! This should work! Okay, thank God. Okay, okay, okay. I can't rest, man. I can't rest. You just gotta go. You just gotta go for it, man. Don't ruin the calm moment. Oh, no, no. I think this mystery's too long, because we got like 7 more investigations before we're out. Okay. So. Throw the steak knife. Do that, and do this. We're good. His life's work ruined. Listen, listen, man, I don't care about... No, you coward! You coward! You cowards! Put me back in there! How dare you. Oh, by the way, we're gonna be entering in a backlog soon, so, I have to record multiple videos a day. Just so you know. So, I would like to run it back for you, but the running it back for you is gonna be a video you're most likely gonna see in, like, 7 days. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye! Put me back in there, Chief. This is the last Ico episode, though, so don't worry about it. And by the way, comment your 34 new events down below. Your favorite one. I'm not asking you to... I realize I just asked you to say, please put all 34 new events down below. But actually, in reality, merely a suggestion of your favorite of the 34 new events, and perhaps if you're feeling generous, your favorite new enemy as well, because we did see 8 new of them. Personally, my favorite new enemy is the hippo from Super Auto Pets killing my entire team, and then I lose the game right as I was about to really pop off. If I just had one more turn in Super Auto Pets, I would have popped off, man, because of course that's how it works. Just one more round.